I'm in my second year of teaching and my second year of the mentorship program. And without mentorship, I'm not really sure how I would have survived my first couple years of teaching. I have had two great mentors. I've got to work on a lot of collaborative projects with them, and also go and watch their teaching and have them a part of my classroom as well. And just working together on that sort of stuff has really been a savior for me, because when you first come into teaching, you're armed with all of this stuff, but sometimes you get into the classroom and you find out it doesn't quite work as well as you thought it would be, or you have this great idea, but you maybe haven't kind of solidified that idea. So it's just nice to have that person to bounce ideas off of, to be able to ask questions and to be able to trust and go to them if you're having any issues in the classroom, if there are behavior issues, if there's things you don't know how to deal with. It's really good to be able to go to that person and ask them those questions and talk to them and have that confidential conversation that you know they're not judging you. And the mentor can sympathize with you and they can talk to you and say, yes, I've been there, I know what that's like, and it's okay, it's normal, you're doing a great job type thing. Sometimes you just need that person to tell you, yes, that's a great idea, but why don't you try this or try that? And I think for me, that's probably the biggest thing that mentorship has done. And then to move beyond that, once you kind of get through that first year, and especially when you're full-time, you're just thrown into it. In the second year, you start figuring out certain things and you kind of know what you're doing at that point. And my mentor this year, I've got to go watch her do mindfulness, and something that I started implementing in my classroom. So without having that mentor and to have that release time to get into her classroom, I probably wouldn't have started the mindfulness program this year in my classroom. Maybe it would have been something that I looked into for the year after. So being placed with that mentor has really, really helped me. I think mentorship should be something that every teacher experiences, whether you're in your first few years, your middle years, or near the end of your career. I think it's really important that you give back as somebody who is an experienced teacher, and I think as a new teacher, you also bring really great ideas to the table as well, and maybe some things that your mentor hasn't tried before or hasn't thought of before. So it's a two-way relationship. It's not just a one-way relationship. And I really think that it's something that needs to be continued in SD20 if possible.